If you ever set a goal in January and abandon it by January 15 because your body couldn't keep up, you're not a failure. You're just not setting goals the right way. Today, I'll be showing you how to set goals that actually work for your reality. Goals that account for pain flares, energy crashes, and bad days. This is adaptive goal setting, and it's going to change your 2026. Hello and welcome to Inspirability. I am Ruby. So today we're looking at adaptive goal setting. But let's start off with why traditional goal setting actually fail us. Those of us with disabilities, health conditions, and just challenges generally. And let's be honest with ourselves. Why most goal setting advice don't work for people like us with chronic conditions, unpredictable health, or disabilities is because of one, it assumes consistent energy and ability. Traditional advice would be work out 5 days a week, but our reality, my reality, your reality will say some weeks I can barely get out of bed. The second problem is it measures success by able-bodied standards. Traditionally, they will say things along the line of be productive for 8 hours a day. But what it's your reality and mine. We have 3 good hours or sometimes less on a good day. The third problem is it does not account for bad days, flares, or setbacks. So traditional goal settings will treat consistency as linear, but our health is not linear. It is not. It has its ups and downs. So we need a different approach to get the results we need. We need one that is flexible, adaptive, and actually would achieve things for our life, our situation, achievable goals for us. So I want to talk to you about the adaptive goal setting framework. The first principle is minimum variable goals. Instead of setting up one ambitious goal, set three different levels, and I'll explain this. The first level will be the minimum goal. So what you can achieve even on your worst day. And maybe an example will be, I'll do 5 minutes of stretching, even if it's just while sitting in bed. Then the next one is target goal. So you have the minimum, we have the target. What you achieve most days when you're functioning normally. And an example can be, I'll do 20 minutes of chair exercise, yoga exercise, if you are able to manage those on good days. Then there's a stretch goal. What you achieve on a very good day, a really, really fab, very brilliant day. An example could be 30 minutes or 40 minutes yoga plus a short walk if you're able to do it. And here's why this works. You always have a win. Even on horrible days, you eat minimum. No guilt, no feeling like a failure. There's a consistent win on even days you feel the worst. And on good days, you celebrate the stretch goals. But your worth isn't tied to these good days and you're achieving your stretch goals. It's just good to celebrate the fact that yes, I had good days and I was still able to hit my stretch goals. And you celebrate that. You're allowed to celebrate your wins on your minimum days and your win on your stretch days. It's all fine. The second principle I want to bring to our attention is energy-based, not time-based. That's how our goal setting should be. We should stop measuring by hours, but start measuring by energy. Traditionally, we'll say things along the line of, I work 40-hour week. This week, I'm doing 40 hours, nothing less. But adaptive will look at things differently and say, I work during my high energy window. Maybe yours is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or maybe 12 noon to 5 p.m. So you choose your energy window, your high energy window, and work to that. And if it's Monday to Friday, good. Or Monday to Wednesday, that's fine. Then you rest, or you factor in the rest element. This will be better achieved if you use the spoon theory application. So if you have a chronic illness, you probably know about the spoon theory. And you only have so many spoons, don't you? And your spoon for us is the unit of energy per day. So you define your goal according to your spoon count. Your goals should fit your spoon count. What unit of energy do you normally have per day? Set goals along those lines. This will help you achieve your goals more realistically. Maybe you want to set writing goals. So you don't want to say, oh, 2 hours of writing daily. Not negotiable. 2 hours writing, 5 hours writing, that's it. You want to walk along the lines of write during my 1 hour energy window and I'll rest afterwards. You want to set social goals. You're looking at, and I want you to avoid this because I fell foul to it several times. See friends every weekend. Why don't you consider one energy level French interaction for the week? Even if it's a low energy thing, like going to just have coffee with a friend, having that video call. Sometimes, trust me, I can't even go have coffee with anybody. So even if it's, oh yeah, send a text message to that person and do a text exchange. If that's the only thing you can do that week, then that's fine as well. If you want to set out work goals, and this is important for us women, mothers, people that like doing stuff around the house, and guys that like gardening and all. I don't want you to say, I will clean the whole house on Saturday, or I would clean up the garden on Sunday. I'll do everything on this certain day. I want you to think along the lines of, okay, each day I'll do 15 minutes of cleaning, or I'll walk the garden 15 minutes each day. That for us is more practicable and more achievable. The third principle I want you to consider is progress, not perfection. I repeat, progress, not perfection. It's very important. We are very aware of this and will bear this in mind. Able-bodied goal setting culture will look at consistency as king. Never miss a day. You must do it every day. Come rain, come shine. But adaptive reality will look at consistency as resuming, not never stopping, but that when you stop, you get back to it. You resume where you left off. That for us is adaptive, is more achievable given our own circumstance. An example of this, traditionally, I will exercise every single day. If you go along those lines, you're setting yourself up for failure because you won't be able to do it. But when you have the aim to exercise maybe 3 times per week, or maybe 2, if that's what you can do, and you say to yourself, when I miss days due to flares, due to fatigue, I will resume as soon as I'm able to do so without guilt. You allow yourself a chance to stop when you need to stop, rest when you need to rest, and you don't feel guilty about it, but you always go back. You don't then say, I've missed 2 days, that's it. You bring the goal. No, you resume where you left off. That is brilliant for us. I want you to define progress henceforth as moving forward over time, despite interruptions, despite the pauses, despite the breaks, despite the stops. Progress for you henceforth should be moving forward over time, despite all the stops that you have to make along the way, arriving at your destination one step at a time in the right direction is what progress should be henceforth for us. Principle number 4, I need you to build in rest and flexibility. Scheduling rest is not failure, it's actually a strategy. a strategy that will help you achieve your result, your aim, your outcome. Your goals should include rest days. Is mandatory, is not optional, is not negotiable. You must have rest days. Flexi days for when things go wrong. Yes, things do happen, especially in our own world. So we need to have flex days when if things go wrong, that's also fine. Then you need buffer times. So everything probably takes longer for you due to your pain, your fatigue. They do take very long for me. So you give yourself the allowance, the buffer to be able to say, okay, everybody might be able to achieve this in 20 minutes. I know I can't. I'm going to allow 40 minutes for this particular thing. Even if everybody will round it off in 20 minutes, that's fine. Good for them. Clap for them. But I'll clap for myself once I'm done in 45 minutes. Principle number 5, measure by effort, not just outcome. Yes, you want an outcome. Of course, that's why you're setting a goal, but your effort is crucially important. And I need you to start measuring by that. So traditionally, people will say, did I achieve that goal? Then yes, I did. Ticked off, well done. But I want you to pat yourself in the back when you answer this question. Did I show up within my capacity? If you show up within your capacity, your capability, then yes, celebrate that because you are making progress. So you push through pain to complete one task. That is a win. You ask for help instead of overextending. That's also a win, and you should celebrate that. You rested today so you could try tomorrow. That's a beautiful win, and it's worth celebrating because you're working to yourself. Remember, success isn't binary. It is nuanced, and we should treat it as such. It's not a straight line. There are curves along the way, and we should embrace those curves so that we can achieve our outcome. In the end, we can make progress in the right direction. Practical examples that would help you. I will take a few examples of different type of goals. So hopefully the examples I give will help you to know what to do with setting yours. Let's look at career and work goals. Traditionally, you say get promoted this year by working 60-hour weeks. You know you can't do that. So what would you do adaptive wise? You'll demonstrate value in your current role by delivering quality work during your productive hours. And if promotion is possible within your energy level, you pursue it. But if it's not, that's okay. That's next year to aim for that promotion. Let's look at fitness goal. Traditionally, people write things along the line of lose 30 pounds by running 5 days a week. Adaptive, you want to break it down like we usually do. Set your minimum, set your target, and set your stretch. Minimum, maybe 10 minutes gentle movement daily, even if it's seated. Then target, maybe 20-25 minutes adaptive exercises 3 times a week. And stretch could be 30-40 minutes 4 times a week if your health allows. I'm giving these examples. My health might not allow that much, but some people can. Learning goals, because we have to improve ourselves so that we can be better versions of ourselves. So we want to set learning goals. Traditionally, we'll be like, yes, complete an entire online course, get a certificate in 3 months because the written is a 3-month course. But you want to look at it in a very adaptive approach, saying things along the lines of, I'll walk through the course material during my high energy windows. I'll allow for pain, flares, and bad weeks, but I'll aim to achieve this within 6 to 9 months. And I would also adjust the timelines as needed. So you're not putting yourself in a very difficult position where you feel bad and guilty and you feel like you failed if you don't do it in 3 months or 4 months. You've given yourself 6 to 9 months. There's a stretch there. You can achieve it in 6, but you might need to stretch it to 9. Depends on how your health was during that period. You've allowed yourself time to accommodate for eventualities. Social goals. This is important because we don't want to be socially isolated, and I fell foul to this, given my personality. Traditionally, you say yes to every invitation to prove that, no, my disability is not defining me. I'm still able to do what I used to do. I'm still me. I fell foolishly into this because I was the person everybody came to. I was a solution giver. So I still wanted to be me. And I stretched until I couldn't anymore. And then I became socially isolated, unfortunately. So I want you to not be me, making that foolish decision by going through via the adaptive method. And you want to think of things along the line of maintain 3 to 4 or maybe 2 to 3 meaningful friendships with regular low energy contacts. It could be text messages, it could be video calls. And then if you're able to, you attend 1 in-person event per month. If your health allows you, it's okay if you book that outing and 2 days before then or a day before then you're crashed. Just let them know. It is okay. Those are truly your friends, will understand, and they would allow you rest that month and hopefully hang out with you some other time. Don't push it. Don't crash and become isolated like I was. I was socially isolated for about a year. It was terrible. I was bedbound. I couldn't get out of bed. You don't want to do that. The next thing I want us to think of is, because it's very crucial, is accountability and adjustment. Because it's the most important, or one of the most important ways of staying on track. How would you go about this? There's the weekly check-in, maybe 5 minutes. If you can spend 10, that's still cool. And the questions you want to be asking yourself is, did I hit my minimum goals? If no, what prevented it? Or was the minimum goal still too high? What you thought was minimum might have actually been very, very high minimum. It might have been a target goal. So why don't you pull it back a little so it'll be more realistic for you to achieve? Another question you want to ask is, did I honor rest days or did I push too hard? Now, we said rest days are not negotiable. So you want to make sure that, yes, through the week, you honored your rest days. Then you want to be asking yourself, what do I need to adjust for next week? It is okay to adjust. It's okay to make changes. It's also part of the progress. The next thing I want you to bear in mind is monthly reviews, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes would actually be helpful as well. And the questions you want to be asking in your monthly review is, am I making progress overall, despite interruptions, despite the stops? Do my goals still fit my current reality? Because they might not. And I say this from experience. Maybe your reality when you set the goal, it's become very different due to no fault of yours, but your health has become very different from your reality 2 weeks down the line. So you want to be looking at, or a month or 2 months down the line, you want to be looking at, what is my current reality? Then you want to be looking at what's working, what needs to change. It is okay to change what needs to change. Then the next one is the quarterly resets. It's important we sit back every quarter and look at how our health and capacity has changed over that quarter. We will also want to look at if the goals we've set needs to be recalibrated. It's fine to have to make changes. It's fine to have to recalibrate. It's fine to have to juggle things around, reduce the time, increase the time for something else, reduce the contact with people, increase it if there's a need. It's time to maneuver through all of this process to get what meets your circumstance and meets your reality, so that you would end up achieving the goal. I need you to remember that adjusting goals is not quitting, it's adaptive management. It's sense. It's meeting yourself at your most realistic state and being true to yourself so that you can be a better person at the end of the year because you've set goals and you've achieved them. All right, here's your assignment. You know, I love giving those. Do the exercise. I want you to actually do it. Don't just watch this video and move on. Get a pen and paper, or get your iPad, whatever you use, tablets, write these things down. Do those exercises and aim to review weekly, monthly, quarterly as you go through 2026. When you've done this, why don't you drop a comment and tell me what the one adaptive goal you've set for 2026 is. It could be your career, it could be social, whatever it is. Why don't you drop your minimum, your target, and your stretch? Let's keep ourselves accountable together. Let's have a productive 2026 together, and let's make progress together. So if this video gave you a framework that you can actually use, why don't you hit the like button? And I want you to remember to share with someone who needs to set realistic goals for 2026, goals that meets their circumstance, that meets their own reality, so that they would have the chance of achieving this. Subscribe if you've not done so. Turn on the notification. You do not want to miss any of the videos this year, because we're going to be diving very deep into practical strategies that will help us live our best selves despite our chronic conditions, our illnesses, our disabilities, our circumstance in life. Remember, goal setting is possible despite your challenges, your disabilities, the curveball life has thrown at you. Goal setting is still very possible. Do the work, be honest, make the changes. You will see the results. I am Ruby. This is Inspirability. And we're not just adapting, we're thriving. And we're allowed to always be uniquely us. See you in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Bye for now. Bye.